If you're afraid to start an aquarium because you might mess it up, this might save you years of hesitation. If you've been thinking about starting a tank but something keeps holding you back, this is for you. Maybe you've watched videos or scrolled past beautiful shrimp tanks and stunning community aquariums and thought, I wish I could do that. Maybe part of you feels excited, but another part of you feels nervous. You wonder, what if I do it wrong? What if something dies? What if I'm not good at this? Let me tell you something important right away. Every aquarist you admire once felt exactly like that. Unsure, curious, slightly overwhelmed. And they started anyway. By the end of this video, I want you to feel confident enough to take your first step. Not perfect and not fearless, just confident enough to begin. That's how this hobby actually works. I understand this more than you might think. Back in 2018, I thought about getting into this hobby too. I watched aquascaping videos and imagined what my tank could look like. I pictured shrimp grazing across plants and fish gliding through clear water. I kept telling myself I would start soon, but soon turned into 3 years. I kept putting it off because I didn't want to mess up. I didn't want to feel responsible for getting something wrong. When I finally built my first aquarium, I truly had no clue what I was doing. I had watched a few videos, but I had not properly researched the shrimp or fish I wanted to keep. I didn't fully understand water chemistry. I didn't understand cycling the way I do now. I didn't understand what was happening invisibly inside the tank, and because of that, mistakes were made. But those mistakes didn't stop me. They taught me. Every setback pushed me to research deeper. Every issue forced me to understand stability and the biology happening inside the tank. Over time, that learning built real confidence. No one begins this hobby as an expert. And here's something powerful that most people don't realize. You're not afraid of starting an aquarium. You're afraid of harming something. That fear comes from responsibility, and responsibility is exactly what makes someone capable of succeeding in this hobby. The fact that you care enough to hesitate tells me you already have the mindset needed to do well. Let me ask you something. What is actually stopping you right now? Is it money or the time commitment? Is it the fear that you will not know what you're doing, or worrying that something might die and you'll feel responsible? Maybe you feel like you need to understand everything before you even begin. If any of that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Those concerns are completely valid, but here's something important to remember. We live in a time where information has never been more accessible. Years ago, people relied on books, one-store employee, or pure trial and error. Today, you have thousands of videos, guides, and communities built around helping beginners succeed. If you want to build a shrimp-only tank, you can learn how. If you want a peaceful, planted community tank, you can learn how. Whether you prefer simple setups or more advanced designs, there's a path available to you. It's also important to understand that there is not just one right way to do this. There are principles that matter. Stability matters. Water quality matters. Patience matters. But aquariums are living ecosystems influenced by your water, your environment, your schedule, and your consistency. Your tap water is different from mine. Your home temperature is different. Your maintenance routine will be different. Because of that, there are multiple ways to build a thriving aquarium. The goal is not perfection, the goal is balance. Aquariums teach that better than almost anything else. They teach patience because you cannot rush biological processes. They teach consistency because steady habits outperform sudden changes. They teach observation because small behavioral shifts often signal changes before tests ever do. And they teach responsibility because living creatures depend on your care. As you build your tank, it quietly builds you. Whether you choose a shrimp-only tank or a community aquarium, you're not just setting up glass and water. You're creating a small ecosystem. Shrimp tanks are peaceful, fascinating, and surprisingly therapeutic. Watching shrimp graze across plants and wood has a calming effect that is hard to explain until you experience it yourself. A planted community tank brings movement, color, and interaction that can completely transform a room. Both paths are rewarding, and neither requires you to be perfect on day one. You will make mistakes. Everyone does. Mistakes are feedback, not failure. The only true mistake is never starting because fear convinced you that you had to be perfect first. You do not need confidence to begin. You build confidence by beginning. And please hear this clearly. Do not be afraid to ask for help. There will always be people online who insist their method is the only method. Ignore that mindset. If your animals are healthy and your tank is stable, your approach is valid. On this channel, I will never tell you what you have to do. I will share what has worked for me and explain why it worked, and you can decide what makes sense for your situation. If what you're doing is working, keep going. If something is not working, use recommendations as tools, not rules. This hobby is not about ego, it's about learning. That's why this channel exists. If you're new, you're welcome here. If you're experienced, you're welcome here. If you've made mistakes, you're welcome here. This is a community built on stability, patience, and helping each other succeed. If you have a question, ask it. If you're unsure, bring it up. If you have your own experience, share it. We grow faster together than we do alone. No one starts as an expert. Every thriving tank you see online started as empty glass. Every successful shrimp colony started with just a few shrimp. Every confident aquarist once felt unsure but curious. Curiosity is the beginning of everything. So if you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. Start small, start simple, start with intention. Research, plan, ask questions, and move slowly. Enjoy the process instead of rushing it. One day you'll sit in front of your tank with the lights dim and the water gently moving. You'll watch shrimp grazing or fish gliding through plants, and you'll realize that you did not just build an aquarium. You built patience, knowledge, and confidence. You created a living ecosystem with your own hands. If you're thinking about starting, I'd love to know in the comments what type of setup you're considering. Are you leaning toward a shrimp-only tank or a peaceful community aquarium? And remember, you don't have to do this alone. You've got an entire community that has your back. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing for guidance that keeps things easy and stress-free. If you're not sure where to begin, check out the following playlist. And if you'd like to take your shrimp keeping further, you'll find links to my premium shrimp food collection in the description and pinned comment. For behind-the-scenes access and direct one-on-one interaction with me, you can join the Skittle Squad on Patreon. I'd love to have you there. I'm Andy, thanks for watching, and I hope this gave you the confidence to take that first step. I'll catch you in the next one.